Hello folks, I thought I'd put a little video together, just a little quick instruction video to help those of you who are learning to play bar chords on the uke. Specifically for beginners, this is a nice little exercise that can teach you how to play bar chords fairly simply. I'm going to use the C chord to start with. Now normally you play your C with your third finger on the third fret of the first string. Play a nice C. I'm going to get you to do that with your first finger though. Play the C chord with your first finger because we're going to use this finger to practice the bar. And I want you to make sure that your thumb is at the back of the neck. All the pressure is going to come from your thumb and not from the finger. Pressure on the back of the neck from the thumb. So we're going to move from the first string, third fret, to play both the first and the second string at the third fret by pressing down just with the pad of your finger here. That's a C5th chord, C5th, dominant fifth. And the reason for that is that the G that we're now playing here is the fifth note in the major scale of C, C major. G note is C, D, E, F, G. It's the fifth note. It's called a dominant fifth chord. So just move between the two from a C to a C5th. I'm going to get you to move your finger over another string. So we're holding down the first three strings at the third fret, and again with the top flatty part of the joint of the finger, keeping the finger fairly flat, and again the pressure's coming from your thumb at the back. That's a C minor chord. We're going to go for the C, C5th, C minor. And to get a bit of music theory into it, I know music theory, but why that is a C minor chord is that we flatten the third to make a minor chord. So if that was the fifth note that we played, that's the fourth, that's the third. Flatten it is that note. Or another way to remember it is take the root note of the scale, C, C major, and go up 3 semitones. So there's your C root note. 1 semitone, 2 semitone, 3 semitones. Takes us to an E flat note, which gives us our C minor chord. So we want to practice just moving between C, C5th, C minor, C, C5th, C minor, all the pressure coming from the thumb using the flat of the finger. And finally, we put our finger straight across all 4 strings at the third fret, and that becomes a C minor 7th. It's going to come as no surprise to know that this note we're now playing is the 7th note in the C major scale. Added to the C minor makes it a C minor 7th. Of course, because the ukulele is the way it's tuned, that can also, if that's playing your ukulele open is a C6 chord, C sharp 6, D6, E flat 6th, it's the same chord. But for this exercise I'm playing C major, it's a C minor 7th. So that's a nice little exercise. Go from the C, C5th, C minor, C7. A nice way to practice your bar chords. And again, I'm going to probably suggest that this is the bar you're going to use most, because it allows us to move other chord shapes like the A up to B flat, B, C, C sharp, D. C5 is probably the one you're going to use most, or the complete bar across. So allows you to use other fingers. So you're almost using your finger as a capo across the strings, and that's how bar chords work. It's like a little movable nut when you're using your finger. Nice little exercise that you can practice. So have fun.